Welcome back. Hello, my name's Sonia Berry, and today we are going to talk about the use of muscle. Did you realize muscle is your bone's armor? Think about that. Muscle is your bone's armor. Now, we're going to we're going to dive into the protection of muscle, how much it can help you, and how we're going to build it, how we're going to change things here in our 50s. We're no longer chasing skinny and we're no longer living with cardio. Okay. We are going to pick up dumbbells. We're going to pick up resistance bands. We're going to go for a brisk walk and we're going to do things a little bit differently here in our 50s. And I'm going to warn you, you hang out with me here too long, I may brainwash you into thinking that the 50s is the new beginning of your prime. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you that I am finding myself within my body and it's blowing me away. It's literally blowing me away. Let me first start with how you could go about getting your day started and how this can help fire up the metabolism and keep your body from burning your muscle and actually feeding it. Okay. So a couple of swaps you can do in the morning is like we talked about before is making sure you get your hydration in, make sure you get your movement in. All of those things still stay true. But I do want to tell you to try to get that protein in first thing in the morning. You want to make sure that you get that protein goal met, because 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning could be an amazing thing. It's going to keep you full. It is going to fire up that metabolism. And instead of burning your muscles, it's going to burn calories. Keep in mind, muscles, and we're going to talk about this today, how muscles protect your bones, how collagen protects your joints, and how we are no longer aiming to work out for that specific look. Now, don't get me wrong, appearance is everything, okay? But we are no longer aiming for that in itself. We are now working out so that we have a healthier future, so that we can run around with our grandkids, so that we can still, ride bikes and play pickleball and do all those amazing things here in our 50s. Your joints, which is your hips, your knees, your lower back, all of that is going to pay the price later on in life if you don't start preparing for it now. Getting protein in early keeps your body from breaking down your own muscle and it keeps your metabolism burning all day. When you do leg day, those are like your biggest muscles and they just like continuously burn all day. So you want to fuel yourself properly by getting that protein. Greek yogurt, lean meats, um, string cheese is a good snack. You could do egg whites in your oatmeal. You could do, your eggs in your turkey sausage or whatever it is that you eat for breakfast, your protein shake. However, you get that 30 grams of protein in, try to aim for that 30 grams. Okay. And let's make sure that we're keeping that cortisol in check because cortisol, our stress hormone, that right there, when that spikes, it goes into protection mode and it just goes and it plants all of our fat in our midsection because that's where those receptors are. It's going to plant all that cortisol in your midsection and it's going to get comfy and it's going to stay put. So it's up to us to do what we have to do to keep that cortisol in check, keep our metabolism fired up and burning all day calories, not our muscle. Find that collagen will support your joints while muscle is going to support and protect your bones. Now, we all want to be healthy in our 50s and 60s and so forth, right? We want our bones to stay healthy. How many people have you seen humpback, walking really slow, having issues with knees, ankles, joints, like their hips, their lower back, all of these issues? They can't sit down and then just jump right back up, right? They have to take things slow. The body has been beat down, and the older we get, the more bone density we lose. So we need to protect ourselves by making sure that we are fueling our bodies properly, that we are getting that movement in, and we are continuing to strengthen our muscles. Age, we're not so much working out just for that perfect look. Appearance is everything, I know, but we're also working out to feel good, right? Because bone density and durability, those are key. We want to work out so that and I mean work out, I say light exercise. We're no longer beating ourselves down running on the asphalt outside, running miles on the treadmill, doing the stair climber forever. We are going to pick up a resistance band. We're going to pick up some dumbbells, maybe some cables. We're going to do things like that. And we are going to mold ourselves with a little bit of muscle. It doesn't have to be 200 pounds. It doesn't have to be heavy. It just has to be something that's going to help build a little bit of muscle because we lose so much muscle mass in our 50s, right? We lose so much, especially going through menopause. We are an emotional roller coaster. Our body is doing whatever the heck it wants to do. We need to take control back. We do not have to lay low and be like, okay, we're in our 50s, we're going through menopause, take over and do your thing. No, that's not where we're at. We are working out for different reasons these days. I know when I was working out in my 20s, my 30s, and even in my 40s, I was working out to turn people's heads. I was working out because I wanted to be that girl that had the good figure, that had 5 kids and had grandbabies and still looked good. That was my main purpose. Now I'm like, I'm just trying to feel good again. I've been diagnosed with Graves and gastritis, both chronic diseases. Stress is a huge boom. It will make those flare up in no time. I will lose control of everything once my stressors get out of control. I've recently walked away from my 9 to 5 work from home job because the stressors were so unreal. I could not get my body under control. When I started to finally realize what cortisol and all these things were doing to my body, I had to take a deep dive and I had to make a hard decision. And it was, do I continue to work, go through all this stress, and my body pay the price? Or do I take the leap of faith, go out and educate women and let them know how they can avoid, I'm not telling people to go quit their job, but how they can avoid their body from going through these stressors and learning how to get that flat tummy again. I literally am feeling, I mean, you can see abs are finally starting to come in. I've only been out of work, I think this is my 3rd week, and my body has already transformed 100%. Mind, as we get older, muscle is what keeps our balance. So you ever notice, like, when you get older, your balance is a little off? We notice our grandparents, their balance is a little off. They're a little shaky when they're walking. Muscle is going to help us keep that balance. So building muscle is also going to help in that aspect. So don't be afraid to pick up some weights, pick up some dumbbells. You're not going to get bulky, and do the things that you have to do to protect yourself. Okay. The science in bone density, when we lift weights, the tension of the bone actually signals to your body to create more bone density. Like, I'm not sure if you realize that, but that was a huge eye opener for me. I have been doing so much research on bone density, muscle mass, cortisol, all of these things, bacteria in the gut, all of that. And I'm telling you, the things that I'm learning, even after going through my education to get my certifications for personal training, it's all still so eye-opening. Science is science. But the more we learn, the more we evolve. Knowledge is power. And when you start to get this knowledge and you start learning how your body operates and the science behind it, it's so easy to tweak, but we make it so difficult. And it doesn't have to be that way. My collagen plays a vital role in my everyday life. My collagen is what keeps my joints and ligaments cushioned, if you will. So think about a car. If it has bad shocks and you go over a bump, boom, it's going to hit really hard, right? Well, the collagen acts as in it's like my absorbers, I guess you will. So while I'm lifting weights, the collagen is supporting my joints and my ligaments as my shock resistors, I guess you could say. I don't know. I always relate everything to a car. I don't know why I do that. This way I can keep my workouts efficient, right? And I can keep them so that my cortisol doesn't spike. Okay? Because when your cortisol spikes, you're losing control. 100%. Losing control. All that midsection fluff, the bloat, the inflammation, the whole 9 yards just becomes your best friend that you don't want. Okay? So, sarcasm. It's actually going to be your enemy. It's going to stall all of your progress, and it's going to make you feel like crap. And we don't want to feel like crap. Not in our 50s. We're going through too many things. And I've recently started hormone replacement therapy medication. And I'm going to tell you, in 2 weeks, it's changed my life. It's literally changed my life. I feel like a normal person again. I feel like, okay, I haven't had a single hot flash. My bloating, I mean, I take good supplements. I do a lot of things to help with that, but I have never felt so good. I have finally, in about a year and a half or so, I am finally feeling like Sonia again. I don't feel like 54 is the end of the world. I'm actually enjoying learning about my body and being able to educate others. Don't want to be shrinking. We don't want to be chasing skinny. We don't want to be shrinking. We want to build muscle because, like I said, muscle is our bones BFF, right? So train for longevity. I protect my bones at 54. I've had I've had bilateral shoulder surgeries and I've had neck surgery. Those were in my 30s and 40s. No, actually, I lie. That was my 40s and 50s. So I was having these surgeries in my 40s and 50s, just had one a few years ago. And my recovery was so fast. And it's because I was fit and I was taking care of my body. But when I started to go through menopause, I felt like I lost control. Now, before menopause, I was diagnosed with Graves and chronic gastritis. Do you know that gastritis attacks it's your stomach lining? Your stomach lining is inflamed. And do you know how much that affects your life? My whole eating, my whole nutrition, everything about it has changed. I can't have fried foods. I can't have alcohol. I can't have processed foods. I can't have dairy. I can't have acidic foods. I had to switch my coffee. I am telling you guys, my whole life flipped upside down on top of menopause. Try going through that and bouncing back. The secret to aging backwards is not cardio. Don't starve yourself and run more. The key is muscle. It's truly muscle. And I'm not talking about big bulk bodybuilding muscle. As you can see, it's not what I am. But you can also see that my bloating is gone, my skin, my hair, everything is starting to come back to life. And a lot of that is my everyday workout regimen. It is my nutrition. It is my supplements. And it is my daily activities. It's how I've chosen to flip the switch and make life desirable again. I own my life now. Menopause does not own my life anymore. I am taking it. I am controlling it. I made sure that I spoke up. I made sure that I let my doctor, thank the Lord that I was getting blood work every 3 weeks because of my chronic illnesses, that I was able to keep track of exactly when I hit menopause, exactly when I needed this, and exactly when I needed that. So I have actually taken control and told my doctor, I need you to check my hormones. For the last year, I've had her checking my hormones, and she kept telling me, Sonia, it's not time. Well, finally, she said, oh, your estrogen is depleted. And when your estrogen is depleted, guys, your life sucks. You can't build muscle. You can't lose weight. You can't do anything. It owns you. So I now have started the replacement therapy, and holy crap, life is good again. Not just working out. It's kind of an insurance policy for us in our later years, right? Our future bones, our future bodies. We are literally working out to ensure that we are able to keep up with our grandkids. We're able to stay active. We're able to get up out of that bed easily. We're able to climb a flight of stairs. We're able to go for a little walk. We're able to do all of these things because we're taking care of ourselves now in the prime of our 50s. And I'm sorry, I keep hitting this table and it's making you shake. I'm so sorry. Thought about why our bones get weak? It's because we quit keeping them strong. Okay. I know that's something that's hard to realize, but it's us. You know, I look at my husband even, and I'm like, babe, you sit too much. He has a sit down job. He comes home, he sits down to eat dinner, and then he goes and he sits and watches TV. His activity level is so minimal. And I'm like, you are going to have problems. He's 23, 24 years in the military. His body has had a beat down, and this is his time to chillax. But I keep trying to tell him, you're only 58 years old. You've got to get up. You've got to do some movement or you're going to pay the price. And every single day I watch this man struggle to get off the couch. He's not overweight or nothing. It's just he's not doing the things he needs to do to keep his body greased like an oil, like a good old machine. Just like our car, we have to oil it up, we have to lube it up, we have to do it all right, we have to gas it up, give its tune-ups. Our bodies are the same way, you guys. We have to do these things in order for us to have a nice, clear future. Okay. So, dumbbells, resistance bands, all of these things, the muscle is the messenger, I guess you could say. Muscle is the messenger that tells the body that your bones need to stay young, stay strong. So the muscle is what's going to protect your bones. It's the insurance policy for your bones. Okay. Collagen is going to be your insurance policy for your joints. So make sure you get a good collagen in there. Okay. Muscle is now considered a metabolic organ. Muscle is considered a metabolic organ. The primary place that your body burns sugar and manages insulin. Who would have thought, right? We always hear, oh, you have a slow metabolism. Oh, your metabolism is slowing down. It's because of your metabolism. We're either hearing it's menopause at the ages of, late 40s and 50s. And before that, we're hearing we have a slow metabolism. But the thing is nobody's ever told us how to fix that. Nobody's told us, how do we speed up our metabolism? How do we manage our metabolism better? How can we shift things in the kitchen? I'm going to tell you a few swaps that I've made in the kitchen that are non-negotiables for me. One is my hydration. I get that first thing in the morning. It's coffee. I'm no longer doing acidic coffee. I'm no longer doing the sugary creamers. Coffee used to taste so delicious to me. I wanted it because I loved that sweet craving it gave me. It curbed I didn't eat. I just drank coffee. One, you should never have coffee on an empty stomach because it's so acidic. It's just jacking your whole stomach lining up. So never have coffee on an empty stomach, and switch out your regular coffee for a chicory coffee, and you will thank me when you do. If you need one, let me know. I can hook you up. But I'm telling you, chicory coffee is gut friendly, helps with digestion, inflammation, curbs your sugar cravings, curbs your appetite. It helps keep your blood sugars level. It is a really good, look up chicory root. I promise you, it's a good thing. Very low caffeine. Some there's no caffeine. Ours is a very low caffeine. I don't put the sugary creamers in my coffee no more. Coffee used to be a vibe for me. It was more of the warm and cozy kind of set the tone for my day. If I'm in a bad mood, I needed coffee. If I was sad, I needed coffee. Some people reach for ice cream. I reached for coffee for everything. It was my comfort. It's all my comfort. But now I've learned to fuel my body and to drink coffee for health reasons. So I eat for health reasons. I don't necessarily eat the most delicious foods because I'm so restricted, but I eat ground turkey every day, a little bit of white rice, maybe some, potatoes, bland. I don't eat butters. I don't eat oils. I don't eat spices. Like, I am so bland right now that it's giving me the opportunity to see life through a different lens when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to taking care of our bodies. And at 54, you guys, if you're tired of feeling tired, if you're tired of at 2 o'clock getting that slump where you can't wake up, where you're not sleeping through the night, you're waking up at 3 a.m. and you're just kind of like, I can't go back to sleep. If you have the belly that just won't go away, if you have that bloating, if you have the puffy face, if you have the dry skin, the brittle hair, I can help you with all of those things. I have literally turned it around in, I don't know, just a couple of maybe few months, 2 to 3 months. My hair I used to have bald spots everywhere. My hair has just, look at this. There's nothing in this hair except for I washed it last night and I straightened it today. That's what is in my hair, the shine, the fullness, the thickness. My skin is glowy and dewy and doing all the things. My stomach is flat again. I feel like I have the energy to get me through an entire day. I go to bed at a decent time. I sleep a full 7 to 8 hours. I wake up refreshed. And I'm telling you guys, you can do it too. Do not let age defeat you. Do not allow society to say, you're in your 50s, this is life, accept it. No, don't. Don't accept that. I am here to fight with you. I'm here to get you through it. And if you follow me and you hang out with me, I promise you, you're going to feel great. Bottom line is, I fuel properly, I move often, and I use my collagen as my, I don't know what you can say, like my joint therapy. My collagen's going to keep my joints healthy, and my gym is where I go to keep my sorry, my dog is like walking by. I'm like, what is she doing? My gym is what's going to keep my muscles strong and keep me strong so that I can continue to move throughout my years. Okay, so couple of swaps. Make sure you're swapping those sugary snacks out for high protein, high fiber snacks, Greek yogurt, your protein drink. You can get some string cheese. You could do some oatmeal with some egg whites. You could do lean meats, really good sources of protein. Okay. I only eat ground turkey. So imagine how boring my diet is. Okay. Some of you eat chicken, you eat meat, you all the different beef, all the different things. Lean meats. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo the carbs. Stick to complex carbs, but get your carbs. Carbs are good for your brain. Your brain needs carbs. Don't go cutting all kind of crap out of your diet, you guys. Eat a balanced meal. Eat a couple of meals a day, 2 to 3 meals, balanced meals a day. Cut the sugar cravings. Get some chicory coffee to help you with that. Drink more water. Get some fruits and veggies. I can't even have raw veggies. I have to have everything cooked. I can't have salads. I can't have any of that anymore. So be appreciative of what you can have. Think about the fact that when you fuel your body with that protein, you are helping build that muscle, aid that muscle. Make sure you get your collagen to take care of those joints. That way, when we get older, we can jump up, we can get up, we can go, we can run around with our grandbabies, we can pick up some dumbbells, and we don't feel like our bones are going to break every time we go to do something. Okay. My name is Sonia, and I hope you'll come back and visit me Friday at 10. I will be uploading another video. I am on Facebook. Feel free to go follow me over there. We do Girl Talk Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have covered everything. We talk about cortisol. We talk about menopause. We talk about just aging in general, what alcohol does to your body, how you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. You can enjoy life still. You can still have a good time. 50 is not what I imagined it was going to be. And it was for a year there. I thought, oh, this is hell, but it's not. And I can help you get through it. And I can make you feel good, and we'll feel good in our own skin. Get up, move around, and enjoy life. All right. My name's Sonia Berry. Follow me on Facebook. I'll talk to you soon.